Previously on Fabulous.
Practically at home today and in our work at Leader Frick, a lot of parents come to us and say, how do I handle sibling rivalry between this and that? How did you handle that among the 5 children? What did you see it first of all, and if you did, how did you handle it?
Not much. Not the one secret I learned was that when you lead the children to Christ and you get them involved, the Lord takes over.
Okay.
So you don't have too many. I didn't have a lot of.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Fabulous, the family-focused online TV channel dedicated to supporting African families to thrive, to do well, to succeed, to be happy, and to be united. Behavior scientists say that we have between 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and we make 35,000 decisions every day. Now, the quality of these decisions, how we make them, is a factor of our temperament. Our temperament is innate, and some are learned. Now, how does this play up in relationships? What must you know? What must you do so that your temperament do not become a stumbling block, but then something you can harness to be able to have a happy, fulfilled, lasting relationship? To find out more, hold on, wait, and listen to Mrs. Flora Saki, retired educationist, mother of 5, grandmother of 14, as she shares her experiences on this all-important topic. So, Mrs. Saki, let's look at temperament, and that's your pet subject. You actually have a whole book on it. Could you educate us on the importance of temperament before drawing the relationship? And then when you are finished with that, we'll come to how we can do that with our children.
Yeah, when I do premarital counseling, one of the first things I tackle is the temperament, because if you know yourself and you know the other person, then you know what is coming. You don't necessarily have to reject the person because he said he has this or that temperament, but you know what is coming. You know yourself. You know where you are strong and where you are weak, where the other person is strong, where the other person is also weak. And you come together and you know that no two people are alike.
True.
Temperaments. Every person has a unique temperament, and so you can't have, even if you marry your twin brother or twin sister, there will still be differences.
That's right.
That you need to work on.
Yeah.
And we need to, so we have 4 basic temperament groups. We have the first two we call extroverts. The EXX comes from a Latin word meaning outside or from. Okay. So literally the extroverts are outside people. They hide nothing. You can easily read them. If they are happy, you will know. If they are sad, you will know. If they don't like you, you will know. If they don't like a particular thing, you will know. They don't hide their thoughts, their feelings, and
open
other
book.
things. Yeah, they are open books. So you meet them. In fact, you can. We have 2 of the extroverts. We have the sanguine or the popular temperament. They are very outgoing. They are frank. They are candid. They speak their mind easily, and they show a lot of love. So when you see them, they may entice you with their outward affections. They're the ones who calls everybody, oh, honey, darling. They put their hands around you, dear, and all that. So it's easy to read them, and they show a lot of affection. So if you want as Brother Kevin Anna was saying the other time, if your love language is the one that the touches, you like the sanguines,
okay,
but they show up in affection.
All right.
Then we have the choleric. They are the second extrovert. The cholerics are less outgoing and the extrovertish than the sanguines. The cholerics are powerful. They are dynamic. They are hardworking. They are controllers, and they're very, very. They are visionaries. They know where they are going in life at any particular time, and they love work. They live for work. So they are the ones their accounts call Honam Pejuma. So if you are lazy, you cannot coexist with them. Yeah. So they are frank and they are, what they want something, they want it the here
Go
and
getters.
now. Go getters, yeah, they want it here and now. And marrying them, they are very productive, very hardworking. They do so many things for you that will bring honor, make you feel, proud of yourself. Big building, cars, and those, but they are also emotionally deficient. They are not sentimental. They are not what the trees call abade. They don't have it. They believe in their convictions more than their feelings. So if he has to step on your foot to get to where he wants, he will do it.
Wow.
And but they are very productive and very hardworking achievers. If it's the academic, they may have so many degrees, so many, and you feel proud of them. If it's business, they will acquire so many things, buildings, this and that. But they have a problem with relating to other people. Their relationship issues are difficult because they want to have their way all the time, and whatever they want is more important than how you feel. And we see that sometimes we say they are brutally frank. If a choleric thinks you are fool, you say you are fool in capital letters.
That's serious. Yeah. Being a fool and then in capital letters.
They don't mind, and often they'll do it and then regret later. But on the spur of the moment, they'll say what they think they must say. That they are not tactful. They'll tell you what they think you are.
Wow.
And then we have the other two, the introverts. The introverts internalize a lot. They keep things to themselves. They bottle a lot and keep grudges. So if for instance, they read with their eyes and say little. So maybe you were talking and you gave her a cheeky answer. She will not draw your attention to say that this thing that you said, I'm offended. No. All you realize is that they have gone cold. They will not talk, they will not answer questions. If it's in marriage, you see that they'll give you the cold shoulder. For days, they won't talk to you, they won't say
so
anything.
They sense a lot.
They read, they are very analytical. So there's something, for instance, the extrovert, they are childlike. They don't read into things much. You will talk to a sanguine will talk and you give him the facial expression that you are not interested or you are tired and you won't see it. But melancholies are very analytical. The moment they talk to you and you squeeze your face or you they say, he doesn't want me to talk, so I'll keep quiet. And they are very, very, but they are also they are considerate. They think of others, and they have this they like self-sacrifice. In fact, a melancholy will think that he has not led life at all if he doesn't sacrifice himself for something. So a melancholy, for instance, can afford maybe a whole room of dresses or suits, but you buy only a few and use the money to help others. They like sacrifice. They think that we are here to sacrifice.
Live for others.
Their opposite is the sanguine. The sanguine is a happy person. He thinks he's in this life to be happy and to make other people happy. The extreme melancholists might think that if you are too happy, it's a sin.
Wow.
At school, we used to call them holy. If you talk too much, it's a sin. So they want to do things for other people. They want to sacrifice. So you have a lot of them in careers that are humanitarian or take many years of study, and so find them in the medical field, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and the like.
They will be working for the UN.
Yes, and they normally, sacrifice for people who cannot repay them. I always talk about this Catholic father, Nilante.
Yes.
He works for the lepers.
That's right.
He's afraid that they can never pay him back for what he does. That's the typical melancholies. And they like, they hate being blamed for anything. So they are very cautious. They are very, very wise, prudent. Before a melancholy steps on your toes, maybe it's a sincere, mistake. But they don't want to. And if they are friends with you, they take time to make friends. Before melancholy befriends you, he watch you over a period, find out if you are sincere, if you are deep, if you can keep secrets, if you can be reliable, dependable, and all that. And so he takes time to make friends, but once he makes friends with you, it's forever, and are very loyal and very faithful. They are opposite the sanguines. They make many friends and be loyal to none. But for sanguines, we say that out of sight, out of mind. When a sanguine meets you, he treats you like you are the only person in this life for him. But the moment you are out,
he's moved to the next one.
2 years. So a sanguine man, let's say sanguine young man, can have about 5 girlfriends, and they all, each of them will think that they are the only
one, only mosquito in their net. Because he has time for everyone, but it's for the moment.
For the moment. The moment you are gone, out of sight, out of mind.
Interesting.
So we have the melancholies. They are very sensitive people. In fact, they are the most brilliant among the temperaments. At school, they are all round. You see them taking prizes for almost every subject. But they talk very little. They don't talk much. If you have a meeting and everybody is contributing, you see that Mr. Melancholy will not talk. But the moment you say to Mr. Melancholy, what would you say about it? The wisdom that will pour out,
he has to be invited.
Yes. Wow. So that's what they do. In marriage, they are very, very responsible, very considerate, very understanding, and they are generous too. But they easily get hurt. The least thing you say, they are touchy. The least thing you say, they are offended. They will say sometimes for weeks you will know. Sometimes you say to a melancholy wife, dear, this morning I was in a hurry and sorry that I was impatient with you and I was rude. But it's not this morning alone. Even last year, last 2 years, when you offend a melancholy, no matter how long, they still remember.
They remember every detail.
If you tell a melancholy child of 8 years that your big nose, your ugly face, by the time he's 88,
he will remember it.
Remember the time you said it, the place you said it,
Lord
the dress he was wearing, everything. They don't forget hurts done to them.
Wow.
So sometimes their marriage can be difficult, but they are very, very helpful, and they are very loyal, very, very well behaved. Very well behaved. They are very, very, faithful, I would say. And then the phlegmatic, they are the last one.
The last one.
They are the cool, calm, easygoing persons. It's like nothing bothers them. They are in this life to be there. We call them country broke, country no broke.
They inside.
They are happy when everybody is happy. They are. I mean, they hardly show facial, fresh expression. They are they internalize a lot. And they are very patient. As my husband would say, patient personified. Before the phlegmatic gets angry, then you've done that thing for a long time. They can bottle a lot. They can handle a lot of pressure. And they are very kind, very respectful, very gentle. And so if you are a wife and the man is pressing you somewhere, putting pressure on you, nobody will believe you. You say, as for your husband, he's a good man,
calm,
he's quiet,
he doesn't talk.
No, he doesn't talk, but but they tend to be lazy, they tend to be stingy, they tend to be it's like nothing is important to them. It takes them a long time to make up their mind and to do something. They can remain at one thing for years, even if they don't get much from it. Yes. And
so how does this play out in marriage? What should I, or how should I be guided by this in marriage?
Okay, let's say that there are 4. Okay, there's a 5th one now. There's a 5th one now, the supine. But the first 4, 2 are direct opposites. Sanguines and melancholies are direct opposites. So when the sanguine is strong, the melancholy is weak. Sanguine laughs, shows love, and he
Yeah.
embraces people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many people come to the house; they are always welcome. So they are very, embracing. They like to have people around them. The melancholies are anti-so. They may choose one person for friends and
And
for a
that's
long,
it.
long time. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
cholerics and the phlegmatics are also direct opposites. Where one
Okay.
is strong, one is weak.
Okay.
So if you, but the way we were wired, when you see somebody who has the strength you don't have, who can do things that are difficult for you to do, you admire that person. And some of this admiration leads to friendship and then marriage. And then marriage. So if you get attracted to somebody because of his strengths into the marriage, know that that person is also weak in areas where you are strong.
Okay.
So you have to be, mindful of that,
All right.
so that you don't expect the person to behave like you do all the time, because you will see things that he will do and you think about, this is easy to do, why does he do it? And sometimes if you focus on each other's weak areas, then the marriage has no future. So you got to learn to accept them. When we were young, there was this song, "Love Me, Love My Dog." And whoever you marry will have some areas that will, rub you on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And so you learn to accept them as they are. You also learn to focus on their strengths rather than on their weaknesses. And then, sometimes if you are a married couple, for instance, you can agree on what to say as reminders. Somebody was using the moon is round. A man who had a sanguine wife who was a talkative, they agreed that when we go out, we are in the midst of other people and you are over talking too much or you've taken over the whole place, then I'll say the moon is round. Then you must tone down.
Okay.
That is there.
Okay.
And then
So develop a queue.
A queue, yes.
Known to just the two of us.
The two of you, so that you don't get offended.
I love that.
So you use that, and then that's a reminder, because it's a marriage is it's a process. We grow from day to day, and then thank God for them. Their strengths and weaknesses all the same. And sometimes in marriage, the love in a marriage can be compared to petrol. It's not always that the tank is full.
That's right.
So when you see the tank, the petrol,
going
down and being used up. So I remember there was this elderly Christian brother. May his soul rest in peace. One time when they have problems at home, you just hold his wife's hand like they said, Jesus say, I don't know what you mind.
The full no coffee.
Yeah. So
if
you get,
I like that prayer.
Yeah, you get bothered that you're no longer. There are times when you don't even want to see your spouse's face because of things that are bothering you or you're angry with. When that happens, you just write down the things you like.
Okay.
That maybe let me say that my husband hates me, but he's a good provider. He's gentle. He's and any other thing he does well. You start thanking God for him.
On that aspect.
The person
that
may
he
not
does
even
very
change.
well.
The person may not change, but you will change. The thanking of the Lord will help you, cope with the person to tolerate the person and all that.
Wow. Wow. These are beautiful gems. Beautiful apo, as we say in Ghana. Beautiful strategies for coping in marriage and any other relationship. Mrs. Flora Saki, retired educationist, grandma of 14 children, and some of whom are in the university. And she's been telling us how the different temperaments can live together happily ever after. In case you don't know, she says that there are 4 temperaments. 2 of them are extroverted, which means that they are the easygoing, outgoing type. And then 2 of them are introverted. And these 4 temperaments, we have the choleric, we have the sanguine, we have the melancholy, and then we have the phlegmatic. The sanguines make friends very easily. They give you all the attention, but for the moment. Once you go, that's the end. They move on to the next one. They don't find it difficult to make friends at all. They can befriend you easily, and they can have 5 best friends. We have the cholerics. They are the producers. They are the leaders. They are the visionaries. They push themselves and the people around them. And so whilst they produce and do well, sometimes they may step on a few toes in their quest to get to the top. That's the cholerics. Then we have the melancholy. The melancholies are very intuitive. They sense a lot, but they are very loyal, very dedicated, and very committed. And then we have the phlegmatics. The phlegmatics are your, I don't want to use a certain phrase, but they are the people who, they can't be bothered. It takes a long time for them to get angry or be shaken by something else. But they are really, really super patriotic, super dedicated, and super committed to the people that they love. Mrs. Aki says that each temperament has pluses and minuses. Each temperament has positives and negatives. Each temperament has merits and demerits. And so be careful. No one temperament is better than the other. You would have to accommodate, learn to work with each one. And she says that one of the things, best practice, is to develop a cue for working with the temperament once you know the person that you are working with. So it's about studying each other, it's about working with each other so that you can have that fruitful, long-lasting relationship that you so dream of. This has been a very powerful segment, a very powerful idea. And if you can pick this up and run with it, then chances are you would have that long-lasting, fulfilled, happy marriage you've been praying for.
Next on Family.
Are we doing something wrong with today's love, marriage, and relationships?
I believe so. I believe so because most people think of marriage as I'm going to get something. I'm going to get love. I'm going to get money. I'm going to get a name. You know, I sometimes I laugh at those women that sometimes a woman may go into a marriage because of the name she will have.